Are you doing it?
Yes! Good morning and welcome to our first full day in Colorado. It is currently 7:04 a.m. and we are going to go on a short 2-mile run because we have to stay in shape. And hopefully we can breathe because the air is a lot different here. Our run was really good and my breathing didn't feel bad, so that is great. It was about a 2.34 mile run, so good start.
Oh, time.
Go. What? There's nothing there.
You're on the 5th? Okay, now it's there. 73 available. Continue booking. My name? Oh, I didn't sign in.
Do I do it? 10 to 12?
Sure. Okay.
Got it, I think.
Trying it?
Hold on.
Are you doing it?
Yes! We got it. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. One ticket. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.? So the Rocky Mountain National Park had a bunch of passes or they didn't have any passes available for like the upcoming days, but every morning at 8 a.m. they sell like an allotted amount and we were able to score one for Wednesday. And they have so many beautiful things that I've seen, so I'm really excited we got to do that. And now it is 8 a.m. and I'm grabbing a mug so I can have coffee. Here is today's outfit. So I'm just wearing this Nationals World Series Champs shirt and then just wearing my Nike running shorts and my mother's hiking shoes because I don't have any. Most of my outfits are honestly probably going to be like this because we're doing hiking pretty much every day, so t-shirt and shorts it is. The plan is to go on a shorter, like 3 to 4 mile hike that overlooks Fort Collins. That's our first activity. Then we're going to do some paddleboarding, and then after that we're just going to come back here, and I think we're going to go into the Old Town downtown section after that, so let's go. We made it to the top of our hike. It took us about 45 minutes, I'd say, to get up here. And it was about 1.8 miles, 1.7. And you get an absolutely beautiful view of Fort Collins and the Horsetooth Reservoir, which we're going in after. And it's very beautiful, and this was a really good hike to begin our week here. Here, you get on this side of me so I can use my left hand. Okay, let's hope we're all in. It didn't really click loud. Oh no, I think actually, it tells you how many you have. Oh, okay, let's try it again. Do you think you got it? Well, we don't know. park where the Arthur's Rock Trail is located. The Horsetooth Reservoir was also here where we ended up paddleboarding later in the day, but we started off by going to Arthur's Rock, which was 3.5 or 4 mile hike, just to kind of get us acclimated to the Colorado altitude, because we're used to a very low elevation and there is a massive elevation gain when we got there, and if we had not been properly acclimated, it could have been really hard to do the hikes we ended up doing later in the week. So we decided to start off with a moderate one with not a whole ton of elevation gain. So we started like probably around 11 or 11:15. So the drive there I thought was just so beautiful, but little did I know how beautiful the rest of the drives throughout the week would be. Not that this one wasn't pretty, but it was like nothing in comparison to what we saw the rest of the days, but it was still really pretty. We had a good view of the Horsetooth Reservoir and it was just really nice. It was a cute little drive up to the trailhead. The actual trail itself featured a lot of rocks, a little bit of uphill climbing. It wasn't extremely difficult, but it did have some inclination, which was good for acclimation purposes. We walked through some like field-like things, and then there were some shaded parts on the trail and the weather wasn't too bad. It was warm out and I sweated a lot because we were not super high in the mountains, so it was still pretty hot, but it wasn't like overwhelming. And then the last 1/10 of a mile was like straight uphill, like you had to rock scramble a little bit to get to the view, but once you got to the view, it was so beautiful. You had a complete 360 view of the area around us, and you could see the entire city of Fort Collins. You could see the Horsetooth Reservoir. It was all really nice, and it was a great view of just everything as far as the eye could see. We stayed there for probably 30 minutes, even though John didn't like to dilly-dally at the top. I like to take 500 pictures and videos, so that's what we did for like 30 minutes. We snacked a little bit, we climbed on some rocks, made Mom nervous, and it was really pretty. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a really good start to our trip. Then after we did that, that probably took us 1.5 to 2 hours, just because we did like hang out at the top for probably 30 to 45 minutes. The hike down wasn't super long. It was really easy because most of it was downhill. So after that, it was about 1:30 and we decided to go to the Horsetooth Reservoir, and when we got there, it was a little bit cloudy, which was unfortunate, and an impending thunderstorm looked like it was in the distance. It didn't hit us the first time, but the second time we got a warning when we were out paddleboarding, and some lady said it was going to start hailing. Never did, but just to be safe, we went in after like 20 or 30 minutes of paddleboarding. We had to blow up the paddle boards and the kayak before taking them out, and they're so heavy. They were so heavy. We had to carry them the parking lot down to the reservoir, which was quite the job. We took them down to the water, and John and I paddleboarded. I was on my knees because I was on the GoPro and I didn't think I could stand up without falling, but I never got to try again. So, and then Mom was in the kayak, and so we were going to do like, it was like in a U shape and then come back to where we started, but we only made it like halfway across the U because someone in a boat warned us about a thunderstorm. On our way back from like our stopping point back to the where the cars were, we found a little rock, and John and I jumped off the ledge into the water, which is technically legal. And then Mom and I switched, and I kayaked for the remainder of the journey back to the shore, and then Mom paddleboarded, and I thought it was so much fun. I wish we would have gotten to do it again for a longer amount of time, but we honestly just did not have any time throughout the week to go back. So, and also it's kind of a hassle to inflate and deflate the paddleboards and kayaks, and that takes a while, so we just did not have any time to do that, but it was still really fun when we did get to do it, and I would definitely like to do that again sometime, and I think I will be able to stand up. It's on the edge of your couch?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of that? That's a waste.
Brad?
We'll do a live test taste of the San Pellegrino sparkling orange and prickly pear beverage. That's pretty good. I mainly just taste the orange. And then we drove back to John's house. We were just kind of relaxed for a little bit and we got changed and everything. We made a tortellini salad based off of a suggestion by Kristen. That was really good. John grilled some delicious chicken. Here we are on our way to the old town. And then we decided to go to Old Town in Fort Collins, where we got ice cream. I got s'mores, and Mom and Johnny got chunky peanut butter chocolate. And then we just walked around the Old Town a little bit. Most of the stores were closed because it was like 7 or 7:30, but we ended up just walking around, which was really, really nice. We weren't down there for super long. On our way back to John's house, we stopped by the CSU Flower Gardens and like I don't know if they consider that a quad, but it kind of was. But they had tons and tons of flowers, and so we looked at those for probably a good half an hour. They were really, really pretty. And I'm glad we kind of found that little garden area. We also found the cutest cottage. It was so cute. I want to live there. But it's like, we looked it up and the price is like 1.3 or 1.7 million because it's so close to the downtown. And then after this we ran to Walmart to grab some groceries, which I don't think I filmed any of that because who wants to see that? And then after that we just kind of chilled. I think this night we started watching our TV show. We decided to, in the evenings, watch The Reckoning on Netflix, and we watched the entire limited 10-episode series throughout the week, and it was really, really good. We watched, I think, 2 episodes the first night, and we were a little bit confused because we were trying to do the puzzle at the same time, but eventually we got everything straight and we ended up liking it. So we started that, and that was our first day. So we had a pretty packed first day in Colorado. There was just coyotes howling, and I wanted to catch it on film, but I was too late. I don't want to see them or get near them, but they were making some really weird sounds.
Pause your